Hi, and welcome along to the Buyers Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Don't forget, if you want stuff like this, it's winter now. It is proper winter now. I realised that at the weekend, right? So make sure you check out their winter wear. And if you want anything like what we've got on here and beyond, they have a wide range of winter clothes right now, coats, you name it, everything. All you got to do is check it out. The link is in the description. Use the code AFTV10 and you can get a further 10% off anything you buy. So big up to the guys from Boohoo Man.
Yeah, big up.
Long-time supporters of this show, man. Love them, right? So
yeah, love them.
And I'm telling you, I'm rocking everything they got right now because it has got cold, Yardy, and wet. It was very wet on Saturday night at the game. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. Didn't look like it was going to be that way for a long time.
No, it didn't.
Chelsea had us 2-0 down, a very lackluster display by Arsenal. And I really feel, and I don't know what you think about it, Yardy. I was at the game, Ty was at the game. I was looking at players out there and I'm like, hey, is that them or is that their clone? Is that a hologram?
Yeah,
right? Because
I watched the game and it was the same,
there's players like Martin Odegaard, there's players like Jesus, like, and a lot of the players that I was looking at that looked really flat were ones that have been on international break, that have had a couple, because this international break, by the way, a lot of teams had a lot of very important games as well as the friendlies.
Yeah, qualified,
like Norway, for instance, they had a very important game in qualification, which they didn't quite make it. So
unfortunately,
maybe they'll be a bit flat. Someone like Odegaard, even though you can say Haaland scored at the weekend, but I'm just using it as an example. Jesus, Gabriel, they went away with Brazil all the way over there in South America. You know, Partey's been away. Declan Rice has been away. Intense game against Italy. You know, and everybody in that first half in particular looked very, very flat. And we had a lot more players, I think, go away on international duty than Chelsea. Chelsea were at home. They're really, really up for it. Got to give them credit. They played really well. I mean, there was a Chelsea fan who said to me that's their best performance all season. They really stuck it on us, and we went 2-0 down. First goal, penalty. It was a penalty. What did you guys make of it?
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was first one.
It was a penalty, Ty. I told you that on Saturday.
Yeah, you did. But
under the new rules in particular, even though it's a real difficult one because it's hard to get you. You see, he's using his arms
trying to get more power,
to try and get across
leverage,
the thing, but. The problem is when you get your arms out like that, the ball hits it. Under the new rules, it's a penalty.
And Robbie,
then the second one, a fluky goal by Mudryk because he's looking to cross the ball in, and he miss-hits it. And Raya, you can argue about his positioning as well, lets that in. And then there was some little dodgy moments from Raya. But what a great comeback by Arsenal in the end. And we could have won it. Eddie Nketiah through nearly won it for us at the end. I mean, what did you make of it, Yardy? I mean, it must have been a frustrating game to watch at home.
It was very frustrating to watch from the beginning. Like, it was stressing me out watching the game because, like you said, he was watching players and it's like, who are these guys, man? They didn't look like Arsenal. They didn't look like the players that we watched.
Also hologram.
Yeah, like they just disappeared completely. And I have a few says on what I think about the game. I think, like, did Chelsea play good?
Yes.
Or did we play so bad that they look so good?
I think it's a
bit of both because I don't think they played the greatest. It's just that we didn't play at all, allow them. Because when we started to put the pressure on them and got the goal and start putting it back on them, you see the Chelsea of late. That was the Chelsea. So I think that we were just so invisible in that game that all you could see was Chelsea. Because even when you check the stats, take away that penalty. Look, we're not going to take it away because obviously if you take it away, that's what it is. But the penalty and a fluke goal. What else? That's what I look at. What else?
Thank you, Yardy. This is precisely my argument. I come out of the ground, right, and Ty will back me up on this. And like every Chelsea fan I met outside, obviously they're really, really pissed off, right? Because you know they're 2-0 up. But we listen, we've been there.
Yeah,
exactly.
It happened at Liverpool. No, it happened at Liverpool.
Exactly. Right? They're like, you're lucky. You're all lucky. You so lucky. I'm saying, hold on, wait a minute. I go, wait. We weren't lucky. We weren't lucky. I even heard a lot of our fans, and I can get it from our fans because anytime you're 2-0 down and you've managed to come back and salvage from it, it seems like you're lucky. But I'm like, yo, we weren't lucky. I'm arguing with Sophie. I go, Sophie.
Sophie, big up
I go,
Sophie.
Sophie, you were lucky, right? Because you got a lucky goal, the second goal. You've got a penalty. All right, it's a penalty. That's not luck. And you got a fortunate second goal. But I just said the same thing what you did. I said, apart from I think there was one chance where Cole Palmer just missed a nice turn. He missed the target. But he missed the target. And apart from Raya, like he's trying his best to let them score from his stupid playing out from the back when he didn't retrieved it. You tell me how many other chances did they really have? Did they rattle the post 4 or 5 times? Did they have us under serious pressure? They didn't. They basically got that lead.
See with their lucky talk though. With
but one second.
I can agree a little bit with their lucky talk.
Let me just finish, right? They basically got that, right? And then they held on to their lead and they were defending pretty well. Right? And then they've made an error. That's not luck. They've made an error. And Declan Rice has put in an amazing finish.
Fantastic.
Right, to score that goal. It's an excellent goal. That's not an easy finish, you know.
Power, placement, everything.
That's not an easy finish. It weren't like it's on the line. It's way outside the box.
One time as a first time.
And then once he got that goal, we just put it on them. We made good substitutions. We put it on them. We get the second goal. And then after that, it was all us. And I'm telling you, when they held up that 7 minutes added on time, every Arsenal fan was like, is that all? We want more. Every Chelsea fan was like, oh, just 1 minute added on, please. We'll take the draw right now. So that's not luck. That's not luck. That's a team, to me, in Arsenal that showed a lot of resilience in coming back. Don't get me wrong, it was not good enough, that performance in the first half. It was very poor. And for about 15 minutes of the second half as well. And Chelsea, as their fans said, played very, very well. I thought they played well. You know, I thought like Sterling played well. Cole Palmer was a threat. You know what I mean? They played well.
That's why I say we're lucky. I would agree with the lucky part because we're lucky that we were playing Chelsea. Because if we was playing a Man City team and performing like that, if we was playing,
but that's not lucky in context. No, but that's not lucky. That's not lucky in the context of that game, right? I don't know. This thing about luck, there's luck, right? We've had games where we come out of that game, we got battered. And then we walk away and say, you know what? Lucky there, man. The Liverpool game last season.
Of course.
When we went 2-0 up and they came back. In the end,
they could have won.
I'm walking away from that game and say, boy, you know, we're lucky to get away with the 3 point. We're lucky to get away with a point because if you remember that game,
of course,
they were peppering us at the end. And I think Kanate had a chance to.
That Aaron saved.
Chelsea didn't do that. So
no, that's true.
And we could have possibly, and I don't know if you might bring it up, you know, something I didn't even realise at the time. We could have the penalty in the game.
I'm going to bring up. No, but the thing is, it's luck, but everyone has luck, isn't it? So I don't understand all this because are we the only team in the world, in the football world, to have luck? Because imagine, so Chelsea have never had luck. You know, what it is that, like you said, it was a game of 2 halves. It was interesting. Because with the penalty, I didn't think it was a penalty. I said it was a penalty at the time, but I've seen it.
It was a penalty.
I've seen it, and now I agree. Like you said, you've got a good point. What did Chelsea really do? But we knew the narrative, Robbie Yardley. We knew it because you
apologise to the ref then. Because on Saturday you was absolutely slating him.
Apologise to the ref for what?
You just said you've seen it now. And you realised that it was a penalty. On Saturday, you were absolutely, I remember outside the game, you were tearing in.
As soon as I said
the referee's a disgrace. So do you want to apologise to him?
No, I wouldn't apologise because I should have said he's a million times disgrace. That's right, I wouldn't.
No, but you just admitted that you got that right. You got that decision right.
He got that right. So how many decisions did he get wrong?
And if you check it right, he didn't give it at first. He then went to the screen. Where he did what you did. He had a chance to look back at it again, and he said, "No, actually, it's a penalty."
And he took him out a while.
So what did he do? What did he do wrong there? What did he slating him off?
What did he do wrong? How did he not book? Look, I can't look. Imagine, I don't even know what's in my mouth. I can't even say book properly. How did he not book Cole Palmer for hacking down Gabriel J? What kind of nonsense is that? That's a yellow card. Nothing. Do you think that if one of our players hacked him, he booked Oleg straight away? Cucurella, how long did it take?
That's true. Cucurella did leave loads on Saka.
And he was saying, I'm sorry, Mark. Let me get down on my knees. I'm sorry to book you, but you know, what you did was wrong. Can you imagine? He was begging them. That's what he did wrong. He's not at fault for the penalty because VAR should have told him to go to the screen.
Our penalty.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a penalty, Yardy?
Yeah, based on what they came out and apologized for Onana and Wolves, when Wolves should have had the penalty for that one, I feel that Jesus one is definitely should have been reviewed and looked at because
that one like that. That one like that was in the United game as well.
But Sanchez didn't even get the ball.
Exactly.
He literally wiped out Jesus. This is my thing with the VAR situation, and I go back to the game Man City with what's his name again? Kovacic. What is his name?
Kovacic.
Oh, Kovacic.
When he shall be sent off, right? These are game-changing decisions, right?
Yeah.
You wipe out a player, injure him, and he has to come off the pitch.
Exactly.
That's game-changing as well because you're taking off a player that was in our starting 11. Not only that, imagine you made all your substitutions and a player gets injured and have to come off. You cannot now bring on a player. You have to play 10. So anything that has to do with game-changing decisions, whether it's a tackle or anything like that, needs to be checked over. That should have been checked, right? If it's not given, whatever. If it's given, check it. At least check it. Let us see. But what's going to happen? The apologies will be coming this week.
Not good enough.
And that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do. It's like the Liverpool game when the referee they let him off work for a week.
Yeah.
With pay. Let him off work for a week with pay. Who doesn't want time off work with pay?
Listen.
So, and then you bring him back this week to do it. It's not changing anything. My thing is, when is it going to stop? What would happen if the players walk off the pitch? Like literally say, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Let's all walk off the pitch until something changes because we're literally seeing daylight robbery in front of our eyes.
Although that one, whilst I do think it's a penalty when you look back at it, you know what I mean? It's not. I don't know. It's my problem.
There was
more,
no VAR check. That's what the problem is. It's not even if it was a penalty or not. The problem I'm having with it is there was he's on the floor. He wasn't straight back up. He was on the floor. Potential VAR check for a penalty. That didn't happen. So it just shows they didn't care.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm trying to say. So even if it was given or not given, there was no check. So if he came off injured now, he just comes off injured without even checking why.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's what I mean.
Needs to change, man.
So you know,
2-2 away from home at Chelsea.
Yes.
Not the worst result in the world. We wanted 3 points, but
we did.
It was a flat performance by Arsenal in that first half.
In the first half, but in the second half. The thing is, with the VAR now, I just think now, who wouldn't want to go to work and do nothing to get paid? Because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Can I be? I want to come into VAR. Because if
hold on. Let me just sort of play a bit of devil's advocate for a minute, right?
What did you say? What did you say?
You go work and do nothing anyway.
How do you know?
Can you just tell me?
I never told you that.
Well, you say, how do we know? So you must be true then, isn't it?
It's not true. I never said that.
If somebody says something and you say, how do you know?
Did I tell you?
That means it's true.
Did I tell you that? I said I would love to. I would love to
and
go
I just
to
said
work.
You don't
do
work,
nothing.
and you say, how do you know?
But
you're asking me how do I know? Like somebody has to tell me that.
No, but I do work.
No,
I wish I didn't work. No, I do work. I wish I didn't work, but I do work.
But devil's advocate of a minute, yeah? VAR
I wish I could afford not to work, I should say.
VAR does get most decisions right.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's about ironing out the little issues that we've been having this season, which basically have all been human problems. That haven't been the VAR.
But this one.
But I still think VAR now, when you've got so many cameras and angles and all that in the game. I was watching some American football last night, actually, funny enough. And since Kansas City Chiefs were playing. And they use the VAR and reviews and that so well.
It's so well.
In that and get things right. And they just like, and it's like everybody just gets on with it. And you know what I mean? So VAR's here to stay. They just need to make sure they get it right.
No, Robbie, it is here to stay. But then the thing is, they keep on getting it wrong. Where is our apology? When is it going to come? Because if they apologise, they're going to have to apologise. They're going to have to.
What we should do, forget the apologies. When next time when we can't afford any more performances like that this season.
It's terrible.
Right?
Well,
I know that every team has their performances.
I think the comeback outshadows the performance because a lot of people, like, that's not a win. Like, to me,
it's not a win, but
it's only a point. We gained a point. Chelsea dropped points. We didn't drop any points because we didn't play like we deserved any points.
listen,
the truth. So
the thing is about it, right? I look at the season is over 38 games.
Yeah.
There's never been a team that's won every single game of the 38.
No.
Right? And what it does, right, it's about when you're not playing well, don't lose the game.
That's true.
We're away.
I agree with
we're
that.
away from home at a very tough place to go to,
Yes,
right?
very tough.
You know, we didn't lose the game. We could have lost that game. We worked. We showed a lot of
Character.
showed a lot of character. We showed a lot of fight and got back in the game and could have sneaked it in the end, but we didn't lose the game.
You are right.
And we
that's
actually,
Chelsea, Man United, Man City, and Tottenham.
we actually go away with something to build on. Got to play better than that when we go to Sevilla on Tuesday, right?
Absolutely.
Because remember, Champions League, Sevilla on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I know Sevilla had a poor start to their season, but they sacked their manager and, they got a draw at the weekend against Real Madrid at home.
Yeah.
That's an indicator that that's not going to be an easy game.
No,
You kind of need to get something out of that game, at least a draw.
He has to play a party. He has to play a party. That's another thing. Sorry to cut you, but that's another thing that I noticed is that I feel like we gave up that midfield. I feel like the game against Chelsea, we had nothing in midfield. I feel like Jorginho didn't do anything wrong.
He was the best midfielder.
I don't think he did anything wrong. It's just in terms of the battle the challenge that we needed. I feel like Partey would have been better in that based on how he plays. I've seen him do it many times. He gets the ball, he does a little drop and turn. He open up, then he's counter-attacking. Because we noticed when Declan dropped into that position, he played much better. We played much better when Rice went in that position.
Oh, it's Rice now.
Yeah, Rice and Peace.
Baz,
when he dropped in that position, we
nice.
played better. I feel like, we gave up the midfield too easy. Another thing that I got criticized for talking about, and I'm going to say it again, I feel like Kieran Tierney going was a big mistake. I feel like we should have kept him because certain games you need a different type of player. I get that you're doing this inverted thing, but some games we have to drop back to certain things,
I'll tell you what, Tommy Asa was brilliant when he came.
Of course,
he was brilliant.
Of course he was.
Right, so I don't know how big a miss he is, but the one thing I would like to ask both of you right now, who should be in goal come next weekend, or even come tomorrow against Sevilla, right? Ramsdale or Raya. Ramsdale wasn't even in the matchday squad. His missus had a kid.
Congratulations
goes out to him
and his family.
But is it time to bring Ramsdale back in? It was another very nervy display by Raya. I thought he could have done, I'm still think his positioning on that second goal could have been better.
Possibly.
He had that again where he nearly got caught. I mean, I know that he's been encouraged to play that way.
Yeah.
He just looks a bit nervy at the moment.
Well.
And then even when I saw when the penalty was coming up, Cecil goes to me, he goes, Ramsdale ain't got a great record on penalties. I think he's only saved one. Well, I looked at Raya's record. He's never saved a penalty in the Premier League. I was like, geez, right?
Okay. Well,
who goes back in? And don't skirt round it. Give me, Yummy, don't sit on the fence. You tell me who plays the next game.
Why? What do you think I'm going to say?
Because Raya actually, all's in Raya's favour.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, he's not actually had a defeat when he's been in goal yet.
No, he hasn't.
So who goes in goal?
But no, what? Yeah. Well, the thing is, first of all, with VAR, I do jest, or I take that back.
Forget about VAR. Answer the question.
Well, hold on.
Why you always move away from things, man?
No, because hold on.
Right, I'm going to start putting you on the timer again.
Timer for what?
Who goes in goal? I don't want to hear nothing about the VAR. Who's in goal for the next game?
I said doing nothing. You're right. They do get a lot of decisions.
Who's in game for the goal for the next game?
Well, the thing is, I do hear what you say about David.
You said all that as well. Who's in goal?
I think I'll still stick with if that's Mikel's decision that he's making.
No. What's your decision?
Number one.
What's your decision?
I'll still stick with David.
Thank you, Jesus Christ! How long it took to get there?
I'll still stick.
So you still at Raya
for the meantime? Yeah. For the meantime.
I'll put Ramsdale in.
Ramsdale back in.
Oh, really?
I think he'd have to go back in because I'll be honest, feel like if Ramsdale had that performance, the Man City one, where he has a couple shaky moments in Man City one, and then you come back and do this again, Ramsdale doing that, Arteta would have swapped it. So I feel like just to be fair, give him maybe just a Champions League. We are perfect time. You can take him up for the Champions League, put him back in on the weekend if you want, right? But let Ramsdale step in.
To me, tomorrow against Sevilla, Ramsdale starts.
Okay.
If he has a good game, he then starts at the weekend as well.
And
He's
Ray
back
has to
in.
earn back his
He's back in. If you're doing it on merit,
yeah.
If you're doing it on merit, Ramsdale. Raya's had 2 poor games in the last 2 games. Could
But
have cost us.
3 to be honest, if you count in the Lons game as
Yeah.
well. Not to say that the goals were a bit, okay, they're good goals, but
Lons ball, he give kicked the ball to one of their players, they scored.
Yeah.
Man City, shaky.
And then Chelsea
in the first half. Chelsea, shaky. Like his confidence is a little, needs a little rebuilding, man. I put Ramsdale back in. The time is right now to put Ramsdale back in. I weren't in favour of some fans singing Aaron Ramsdale's name.
No, not when at the
game when that mistake.
I don't agree.
I didn't really like that.
Meant to be United.
But I can see right now put Ramsdale back in for that Champions League game. If he has a good game in the Champions League, Saturday,
he gets his position back.
He gets his position back.
Fact.
It's the same be out on the pitch, isn't it? If
right now, Tommy Yasser needs to start over Zinchenko.
Mikel Arteta said about rotating. Right, he said about rotating. If that was out on the pitch, Raya wouldn't be in the next game, would he? Yeah. He's had 2 bad games. 3.
Okay, that's it. Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I want to actually, let's do a poll. Yeah. Let's do a poll here on Bias Premier League show. Ramsdale or Raya, who should start? I'm not even talking about the game against Sevilla. Who should start the game next weekend against Sheffield United? Ramsdale or Raya? Let me know in the description. We're going to run a poll in that.
And Robbie, you saying that before you go to that, sorry, you were saying about they haven't lost. You brought me on to my next point, if I can put it in. Before we played Chelsea, our team now had the identical record to the Invincibles. Now, how spooky is that? That's very freaky. The same games, the same wins, the same goal difference, the same clean sheets. So, it's a quick one. I'll go to quiz time because you were the quiz master, weren't you? Yardi, what's the matter? I want to test your knowledge, both of your knowledge.
Yeah,
right?
you make Turkish and James beat you in a quiz.
No. Me and Laurie.
No, it was you.
I only lost because of Laurie. No, I'm only joking.
Mr. Arsene Wenger's son.
He stormed off.
Football son. I didn't.
Now he's trying to
justify. No, he might try.
Deflect. Yeah, I've noticed with him.
Justify what? Justify my love.
Let's do a quiz. We ain't doing no quiz.
No, because you're scared of getting the answers wrong.
Who's your boohoo man of the week? After you stormed off in that quiz, I didn't
storm off, and also I came and apologised, and I did my forfeit. So,
did you storm off?
No, I didn't storm off. I had to go to work.
Who's your boohoo man of the week?
So what about the quiz then? Oh, so you're scared because you're scared you'll get it wrong. That's why you're scared you'll get it wrong.
Boohoo man.
Look at you, you're scared you'll get it wrong, but I'll ask it anyway. You're saying that, exactly. You see,
quick fast.
Who's your boohoo man of the week?
Right.
Boohoo man.
When the Invincibles played Chelsea, what was the score? Who were the scorers? Come on.
When
the Invincibles played Chelsea, what was the score?
Home or away?
Scorers? At Stamford Bridge, away. And what happened? For a bonus point, what happened to one of the goal scorers? Come on. Where's the time?
Right, let's get your boohoo man of the week.
2-0.
2-0. No,
correct.
No, that's not correct.
It was actually 2-1.
It was 2-1. Go on. Yeah. So you don't go on.
Right, now let's move on.
No, elaborate. I want the goal scorers for us.
I've answered your quiz question.
I said who scored.
Gilberto Silva.
Is wrong.
Who scored?
I can't remember, bro. I can't remember yesterday.
Robert Pires.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That's wrong. How can you not remember?
Their defender score.
I'm not saying anything. How can you not remember? This is the Invincibles.
Brother, you can't remember every game.
Okay. All right, you tell us who scored.
Okay. Gudjonsson scored for Chelsea in the first seconds. Patrick equalised when Dennis put him through. And then Edu. This is the thing about the spooky thing. It brings me on to the next point. I saw Edu after the game. And I said, Edu, I can't find you on EA Sports FC. Obviously, other games are available. I said, you're on Invincible. He scored the winner. You don't remember when Neil Sullivan made the mistake.
All right.
And Gudjonsson got sent off.
Right. Can we have the boohoo man of the week, please?
Boohoo man of the week for me.
At least you got 2-1. That's about it.
Listen, man, big up Trossard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Leandro, 4 goals in 6 games.
Also, big up Saka, because I see a lot of people slating Saka talking about he was in what's his name's pocket?
Cucurella.
He has holes in his pocket.
Of course he was.
He has holes in his pocket.
That's what a Chelsea fan said to me. He goes, Cucurella had him in his pocket.
So which one? He not no pocket.
So I said, didn't he assist for the equalising goal?
Exactly.
Yo, there's actually highlights. There's actually highlights of Saka leaving him behind many times throughout that game.
Yeah.
He has holes in his pockets. A lot of holes. Many holes. He needs to go to a tailor and get his pocket,
and in that game, and this is just going back to the point he was making earlier, right? Cucurella started off pretty well against Saka. He's very aggressive against him. But he committed at least 3 fouls.
Of course, he sent off.
That the referee let pass.
Exactly.
Right? As soon as the referee gave him a card, he was ineffective after that. Because he could no longer deploy the stuff that he was doing. It's a bit like Zinchenko. As soon as Zinchenko, people were having a go at Zinchenko, he was doing all right. As soon as he got that yellow card against Sterling,
straight away.
Of course, Sterling drives at you at such pace. You can't touch him. You can't, you know what I mean? So that's why, very good move by the manager to take him off at half time and bring on Tommy Asu.
Yeah, man.
It's very, very good move by Arteta. So your boohoo man of the week.
The boohoo man of the week for me, I'm gonna give it to the one and only Declan Rice.
God,
that was a good finish, man. And he had a good game as well. He had another, like, it's crazy because he's not had a bad game. He's not had a bad game, and he's showing what he won the 100 million plus midfield battle on the weekend.
Yeah, you know what?
Because all those midfielders that cost 100 plus million was on showcase, and he's the one that he stepped up.
You know
and
what
did
I liked
his
about
job.
Declan Rice in that game? He didn't have a good first half.
No.
He didn't look himself. As I said, he looked like one of the players who was affected by that international break. But in the second half, it's almost like he said, nah, man.
He was
nah.
But that's when Arteta dropped him.
And he actually said it in his interview even. He said we had a poor first half. The second half, he stepped it up, man. He was the driving force
for
everything that Arsenal were doing in that second half. Brilliant.
And look what he did as well. He even gave Chelsea credit. And he even patted Caicedo when he should have said, where's your apology to Gabriel M? He actually patted Caicedo. And even Mikel, so humble. Mikel came onto the pitch and shook Caicedo's hand. Instead of saying, where is your apology for taking out Gabriel M?
Idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week.
You mean me.
Could give Mudryk for claiming that fluke was meant to happen when he didn't even look. He didn't even look towards the goal at any point. Listen, Mudryk, big and serious here. I'm not trying to help you, but listen, start doing things you don't mean to do, and maybe then you can justify your move because you didn't mean that, yeah? So
he actually had a good game, to be fair.
He did have a good game. He did. I ain't gonna lie, he did. But then again, you know, he has that buzz in him, you know? So he wants to prove a point.
Yeah.
But the idiot of the week is gonna go to Craig Parson, man. Like, listen, Parson, you're awful referee, especially when
so he was a referee in the
Liverpool and
Everton game.
He sent off Ashley Young in the first half, 2 yellow cards back to back. Not very close, but close enough. And then second half, the defender Konate. Second yellow card challenge, literally pulled the player down who was gonna Everton was gonna break on goal, pulled him down, and he know he was meant to give him a yellow, and he didn't. Klopp then, you know what Klopp did right there? Substitute him off straight away because he knows he's gonna be risky. His next challenge will be off. You battle it, and that just goes to show you the inconsistent in the they're so inconsistent in the league.
It's very similar
this is not
to
even
the
in, hold on, but no, you know, guess what? It's very similar, but Bissouma got sent off for 2 yellows. Kovacic never did that, right? 2 different games, so we can say, they're two different referees. This is the same game, the same referee. You just did it in the first half. Second half, what happened? This is what I'm saying. We are literally seeing the league these referees are not capable of doing a job with our eyes, and they're allowing it to go on and go on. That game was at 0-0. Everton was playing good with 10 men.
0-0, and they're down to 10 men, and that would have evened it up.
Even it up. And then what did they do? They don't. They go on, they get the penalty, they score, then they get another goal. Yeah. It's not fair, and it needs to change because, and just to show that we're not biased, because people might say we complain when it's Arsenal. I see it happening every game, and next week is going to happen again. It's happening every week so far since the Premier League has started. We can pick at least one situation where we can see the referees are not doing a correct job. We can see it. And when is it going to change? It's never going to change. So, that's my idea.
Let's have a change of heart by change.
It's just a frustrating because
right, do you have a disgrace or grace of the week?
I have a grace of the week.
I have a disgrace of the week if you want it.
The
Man City fan where they are singing about Bobby Charlton.
Oh yeah. Well,
that-
no.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
that
and
is
he
disgusting.
should be banned for life.
Yeah. He should be. But the thing is, the
Rest
grace
in
of the
peace as well to Bobby
man.
Charlton.
Absolutely.
And was that your grace of the week?
That would have been my grace of the week. But also I got
They
to
can
say,
still do it.
I also got to say well done to our women who beat Bristol City.
Yeah, watch that
women
game.
2-1. And I was fortunate, very fortunate to actually go to the game.
Oh, you got there then? You kept saying to me on Saturday you're going.
Yeah. It's a bit late because I had to pick up my ticket from my friend. So it was a bit late.
So you went to the 2-game Saturday?
What do you mean? Oh, wait a minute. It's a bit late. What time did you get there then?
Half-time. Half-time time. Yo, him name half-time time.
My name is not half-time. My name is not half-time.
What time did you get there?
Half-time, man.
Why you answer me that? See, so now you want to prolong it.
What time did you get there?
37 minutes into the first half.
When I asked for the quiz, no, I'm not bothered about the quiz.
We did the quiz. What time did you get there?
No.
Did you get there before half time?
I got there on time, fortunately. It was amazing because
You got to the stadium on time or in the stadium on time?
I got to the stadium on time.
So you didn't get inside on time?
I did get inside on time. That's what I'm saying.
How much
But I
minutes
was very,
player?
very lucky.
About 5 minutes player?
No, I didn't miss anything. I got there on time. It was
By the way, good
Must have been
attendance.
a late
Good
kickoff.
attendance.
Half-time.
11,000.
There's a delay to the kickoff.
And
that's why.
no, I got there on time.
when Beth Mead came on, right? Wow, the
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
And Miedemar when she came on as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
I was watching the game yesterday. I mean,
Our fans were absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe I got there on time, but that's another thing. Fans were amazing. 2 brilliant goals from Kate. We should have won about 8-1. So 2-1 flat.
But this is what I'm saying.
But
How
win is a
does he
win.
lose a quiz to Turkish and James
No, but-
when he goes to every single game? He
Well-
goes to the junior kids games. He goes
The
to the
under
under.
18s.
He goes to the baby
No.
team games.
What baby
he
team?
goes to he goes to every single game.
gonna tell you what I
Women's
wish I did.
games,
I wish
men's
I-
games. He goes to the veteran games, the retirement games.
Well, you mean the
and he
Listen, I don't go
loses
to
a quiz.
No.
You lose a quiz to James
No, hold
and
on.
Turkish,
No, hold on.
who age combined doesn't match yours. How
you
does
said-
this
no,
make sense?
Wait, listen.
How does it make sense?
I ain't as old as that. I ain't as old as that. You're forgetting. I was with Laurie. It was me and
No,
Laurie.
stop drifting this
No,
to
no,
Laurie.
okay then, okay.
You are
Okay.
walking Arsenal, bro.
You're kind, but when I had the quiz, I beat somebody who looks like he's got the same head shape as you.
Who was
Lee
that?
Judges. I'm only joking.
anyway, listen, we're going to wrap it up now. We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I
So
want to
thank
say
you.
a big thank you to Boohoo Man. Big up to some fans, by the way, I met at a Chelsea game who come from the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they came to your shows. And,
Yeah, listen.
said
Tell
they
you,
want-
man.
yeah, they said they want their money back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Lies. Hold on. We're skipping past that. Hold on.
Finish the show.
Oh, no.
Shut down.
No.
Skepta,
Say
shut
what you
down.
wanted to
Shut
say.
down.
Say what you wanted to say.
No, to be
when
fair.
he was away,
to be-
What would I say?
And he said he better. He didn't hear. He said, "Oh, Bobby better bring me back stuff when he comes back." You know?
I said that.
I'll bring you like a punch. Now, to be fair, they were bigging you up, man, saying that you were brilliant and then saying that we should come over to Cayman.
should.
I
I've been
said,
telling you, man.
We're going to hook it up, man. We're going to hook it up very
Yeah.
soon.
Like Master
Big up
P.
to those fans and big up to Boohoo Man. Don't forget
big
you
up
can
Boohoo
get an
Man.
additional 10% off. Use the code AFTV10. Don't forget to vote in our poll, Ramsdale or Raya. Who should start the next game? Who should start the game at the weekend? For me, I want to see Ramsdale in the game for Sevilla tomorrow for sure. And don't forget, you can check out all of our great content around the game against Sevilla on Tuesday, not
It's
Wednesday.
Tuesday,
So
sorry,
you're gonna be
Wednesday.
My
late
late
again,
for the game, man.
right? On Tuesday,
Tuesday.
the whole AFTV crew were out there. Right, we're going to be bringing you lots of coverage of that game. So make sure you check it out, and we're going to be speaking to fans afterwards as well. Right. So thanks for watching the show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.